My name is Anne Andersen, and I'm coming to you from Twisp, Washington, the studio of the Arts Alliance here, the Methow Arts Alliance, which is a nonprofit art organization. And it's almost Thanksgiving. It's hard to believe, isn't it? This has been a really strange year for all of us. You're at home, doing your schooling at home, and I'm here in the studio talking to you. And it's going to be a strange Thanksgiving too, I know, for everybody. We're probably not going to be meeting with all of our family, maybe just having Thanksgiving with our smaller group, our smaller family group. So today, the activity that I would like to do with you is something that I think you can do with your family at Thanksgiving. Maybe you can do it yourself after watching this video or while you're watching the video, and then later you can do this with your small family group, or maybe you can even do it with a larger group if you're at a Zoom meeting with them or having a telephone call with other family members. So the activity that we're going to do today is an art and a writing activity. It's called, we're going to make a heart map, and we're going to make a heart map poem. But before we start, I want to give you a few minutes to get the materials together that you will need for this activity. So you will need several pieces of paper, and the bigger the better. If you have a big piece of paper, that would be great. If you don't, you can use a smaller piece. I only had a smaller piece, so I wasn't able to make my heart map really large, but if you have a large piece of paper, that would be great. And then you will need a pencil. And after you've done your original drawing, then it would be great if you had something to color your map with. Okay, so I hope you have all the materials around you that you're going to need for this activity, and let's get started. We're going to start by creating a heart map. Now you can imagine from the name that it has something to do with hearts, and you're right. So I'm going to show you a couple of heart maps that students have done in the past, and I'm going to give you a few minutes to look at these maps and see what you notice. What do you notice that these students have put on their heart maps, and how have they organized and arranged the things they put on their heart maps? Because this will give you an idea of how to create your own. So I'm going to show you these pictures of the heart maps and give you a few minutes to think about and see what you notice. Okay, hopefully you got a chance to really look at those two heart maps and see what the students put on them. What I saw on those maps, first of all, I saw that they did them on big pieces of paper, and they had a great big heart drawn on each sheet of paper. I also saw that in the middle of each one of those maps, they put another heart shape, a smaller heart shape, and inside of that, they talked about their family. They put words that had to do with their family. Now, what that means to me is that the map is full of things that they care about and that they love and they're grateful for. But right in the middle, the thing that they care about the very most is their family. And then around that, you could see that they put all kinds of things, and the two maps were different. They put activities that they liked, sports and other kinds of activities. They put things like play dates with friends. They put subjects in school that they liked. They might, maybe books or music that they liked. So each one was individual. They put the kind of things that they liked and were grateful for around the outside. And then the last thing that I noticed is that they made them really colorful. They divided them into sections and colored in the background and drew pictures of each one of the kinds of things that they put on their maps. So they might have pictures of their pets or pictures of the sports they liked, pictures of friends. And so they made them really, really colorful and fun to look at. So you're going to make your heart map exactly the same way. You're going to start out by making a big heart shape on your paper, and then in the middle, you're going to put information about the thing that maybe you care about the very most. And for a lot of you, that will be your family. You can put the names of your family members, you can put pictures of your family members, and then around the outside, you can think about all of the other things that you are grateful for and that you care about and that you love. Now, remember that I said this is an activity that you could do by yourself, but you could also do with members of your family. And this is the way you might do that. If you're doing it with a larger group, then everybody can add things to the map. So you can get suggestions from different people in your family for what to add to your map. Okay, so I hope that you have had fun creating your heart map. And now the second part of this activity, I want to share with you what you can do with the information on your heart map. And again, this is something that you can do for yourself, or you can do this as a whole group with your family on Thanksgiving. So you're going to look at your heart map and look at the kinds of things that you have put on your heart map. And really, we're just going to create a list poem of all of those things that are on your map. Maybe adding a few extra words in your poem to explain why you put the things on your map that you did. And we're going to start out our poem with a sentence, and then after that it's really just going to be a list. So let's use the sentence, I am grateful for, or I am thankful for. And that will make it a special list poem that will be appropriate for Thanksgiving, okay? I'm going to share with you a heart map that I started to do about my own, the things that I care about in my own life. I drew my large shaped heart, and if you have a bigger piece of paper, you can make yours even bigger than mine. And then in the middle, I put a smaller heart with my family in the middle. I put their names inside of the heart, and then I started drawing some pictures of them. They had to be really small pictures, but they're very special to me. And then on the outside of that, I started by thinking about the things that I was grateful for, that I cared about, that I loved. And I decided I'd put something about pets, books, outdoor activities, theater, traveling, and teaching. And then here is how I'm going to create my poem from my map. I'm starting out with a sentence. I put I am grateful for. You might put I am thankful for, or I love, or I care about, something like that at the top of your poem. And then I'm just going to look at the things on my map and put them on my list here. I'm grateful for fluffy, orange striped kitties, shaggy, friendly pups, and one sassy pony. Those are all of my pets that were in one section of my map. And then I put the reason why I'm grateful for them. Fluffy orange striped kitties, shaggy friendly pups, one sassy pony, give me comfort during a pandemic. The next section of my poem is about books, my books. Books, some already read, some yet to read, fiction, poetry, biography, favorite authors, new friends. So again, I listed the things that were on my map, and then I gave a reason why I'm going to put them in my poem and why they're on my map. Outdoors, active, safe, masks, distance, beauty, all around. It talks about the things that I think about when I go out of doors, being active, being safe, wearing my mask, keeping distance, but also noticing the beauty that's all around me. And then finally, I'm going to add some more sections to my poem because I haven't finished my map yet, But I knew that I wanted my very last, the very last stanza in my poem to be about my family. So here's this paragraph, the stanza of the poem that I wrote about my family. Family, near, far away, in person with masks, others laughing and sharing over Zoom. And finally, I just added a little bit at the very end of my poem to kind of wrap it up. Grateful for all of this strange COVID Thanksgiving. So I hope that you can see how you can take the information from your heart map, put it into a poem, a list poem that talks about the things on your map, maybe gives a reason why they're special to you. And I really hope this is something that you can do with your family and maybe keep from now on and read it at Thanksgiving time in the future to help you remember back to this very strange year when nothing is like normal, nothing is like we're used to, but we can still stop and be grateful and thankful for the things that we have around us. Okay, have a great holiday, and I look forward to being with you again after Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.